Imagine you're aboard a spacecraft, approaching Neptune. From a distance, it looks almost tranquil. That deep electric blue, faint wisps of cloud, almost hypnotic. But as you get closer, something shifts. The instruments start reading winds that move faster than the speed of sound. The temperature outside drops to levels that shatter every material we've ever engineered. And then you realize you're not approaching a planet. You're approaching the most violent, most isolated, most forgotten world in the entire solar system. Neptune isn't the quiet blue jewel at the edge of our cosmic neighborhood. It's a screaming colossus hiding behind a mask of beauty. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why we've only visited it once, and why that single visit left more questions than answers. Here's the thing nobody tells you about Neptune. The distance isn't just large, it's the kind of number that breaks the human brain. Neptune sits 30 times farther from the sun than Earth. The sunlight hitting your face right now left the sun 8 minutes ago. That same light won't reach Neptune for another 4 hours. If you drove there at highway speed, without stopping, without sleeping, without ever slowing down, you would arrive in 4,600 years. Your entire civilization would collapse and rebuild itself several times before you got there. And here's where it gets genuinely strange. Neptune is the only planet in our solar system that was never actually seen before it was found. Astronomers noticed Uranus was drifting off course. Something invisible, something massive, was pulling it. They ran the equations, pointed a telescope at the exact coordinates the math predicted, and there it was. We didn't discover Neptune by looking at the sky. We calculated it into existence. The only spacecraft that ever visited, Voyager 2, launched in 1977 and spent 12 years just getting there. It flew past in 1989. It used something that lines up once every 200 years, a rare alignment of the outer planets. Nothing has gone back since. Neptune got one flyby. It is the most understudied world in our solar system. Now look at what's actually happening inside that blue. Because what you're seeing isn't weather. It's something that has no equivalent in human experience. Neptune holds the record for the fastest winds ever measured anywhere in the solar system. The planet that receives almost no heat from the sun. A world that by every logical rule should be frozen and dead. Its winds reach over 2,000 kilometers per hour. The strongest hurricane ever recorded on Earth peaked at 408 kilometers per hour. Neptune's winds are nearly 5 times faster. They don't just break the sound barrier, they leave it behind. Neptune radiates 2.6 times more energy than it receives from the sun. There is a furnace buried inside this planet. Something is generating heat on a scale we can't account for. And after decades of study, we still don't know what it is. In 1989, Voyager 2 photographed the Great Dark Spot, a storm the size of Earth tearing through the atmosphere. Years later, Hubble pointed at the same location. Not faded, not weakened, gone. A new storm had appeared somewhere else entirely. Neptune doesn't maintain its storms. It discards them and builds new ones before we even notice the old ones are gone. But the storms aren't what should keep you up at night. Go deeper. That's where physics starts to break. Neptune is called an ice giant, but that label is almost laughably inadequate. There is no ice down there in any form you'd recognize. What exists beneath that atmosphere is a superheated ocean of water, ammonia, and methane. Compressed under pressures so extreme, these substances stop obeying the rules of chemistry as we know them. Temperatures reach 5,000 degrees Celsius, boiling and crushing at the same time. And deeper still, the pressure tears methane molecules apart, carbon atoms ripped free, forced together, crystallized into diamonds. Diamonds that fall through the planet like rain. This is not a theory. Scientists at Stanford's SLAC National Accelerator Laboratory fired high-powered lasers to recreate Neptune's interior and watched it happen in real time. Carbon snapping into diamond structures within nanoseconds. Under Neptune's actual conditions, with millions of years available, those crystals could grow to the size of a meter before sinking into the abyss. Neptune has a magnetic field, but it's not a shield. On Earth, the magnetic field runs through our rotational axis, the reason compasses work, the reason life survives solar radiation. Neptune's magnetic field is tilted 47 degrees off its axis, and it doesn't even originate from the planet's center. It's offset, lopsided. For 36 years after Voyager 2's flyby, scientists suspected Neptune had auroras. They just couldn't find them. The magnetic field was so chaotic, so broken, that the usual rules didn't apply. Then, in March 2025, a paper published in Nature Astronomy ended the search. The James Webb Space Telescope had captured Neptune's auroras, glowing not at the poles like on every other planet, but scattered across mid-latitudes, dragged there by that tilted, broken field. Neptune has 16 known moons, 2 of them confirmed only in 2024, so faint and so small that finding them at all required years of observations across multiple continents, but none of them carry a story like Triton. Triton orbits Neptune backwards. Every large moon in the solar system moves in the same direction as its planet's rotation. It is one of the most consistent patterns in all of planetary science. Triton violates it completely, circling Neptune in the opposite direction, on a path that has no business existing. Because Triton didn't form here, it was a free world, likely a dwarf planet from the Kuiper Belt that drifted too close billions of years ago. Neptune's gravity reached out, locked onto it, and pulled it in. That sounds like a rescue. It was a sentence. Triton's orbit is decaying, each year imperceptibly closer. In roughly 3.6 billion years, it will cross the Roche limit, the point where tidal forces overpower the moon's own gravity, and Neptune will tear it apart. Shred it into billions of fragments that will spread into a ring system around the planet. Neptune will wear the bones of its captured moon as a crown. But Triton is not just dying. Before it dies, it is leaking. Voyager 2 found geysers erupting from its surface, shooting nitrogen gas 8 kilometers into the sky. On a world where the temperature is minus 235 degrees Celsius. And yet something beneath that frozen surface is warm enough to blast gas into space. The leading theory is Neptune itself. The same gravitational force pulling Triton to its death is also keeping something inside it alive. There may be a liquid ocean beneath Triton's ice, another hidden sea at the very edge of the solar system. Right now, Triton orbits Neptune, unaware that every orbit is one less. Stop here, because I want you to feel the full weight of this. Neptune isn't dangerous in one specific way. It is dangerous in every direction simultaneously. Wind, pressure, cold, a broken magnetic field, and a gravity that is methodically dismantling its own largest moon. There is no safe approach. Every mission we send there is running a countdown from the moment it arrives. And here's what people miss. Neptune is not passive. It is still actively reshaping the outer solar system. Its gravity steers thousands of Kuiper Belt objects onto new trajectories. The strange clustering of distant solar system bodies hints at something even further out, a planet 9, whose existence is only whispered about because Neptune's gravity alone cannot account for what we're observing. So why do we keep designing missions to go back? Because the answers are buried inside the most hostile place we've ever tried to reach, and we're going anyway. NASA's Triton mission concept, a dedicated Neptune orbiter, has been in development for years. If it launches in the 2030s, it arrives sometime in the 2040s or 2050s. Neptune has existed for 4.5 billion years. It was here before the first cell divided on Earth. And across all of that time, it has never calmed down. Neptune was never the peaceful blue dot at the edge of the picture. It was always the monster at the end of the map.